We are outside of the van. And things are not looking good. We set one of the solar panels up here and plugged it into our EcoFlow system overnight just to make sure all the cords are working that Cal cut.
Okay, send her, bud.
Okay. And we're not working. So
we have volts, but we don't have amperage. So the solar panel is not charging the system.
yeah.
So I think I made a bad connection in the 6 things I terminated. So I need to now figure out which one is bad.
That's cool. So Cal's gonna work on that. I'm gonna start tinting some front windows, I think, because we have the tint for those now that we've decided we need darker in the back. So that's something I can work on while working on this, and then we're gonna get everything up on the roof today, hopefully. Go team. So when I did my test window yesterday, I didn't feel like that it was clean enough because there's still some dust spots. So we're gonna try actual glass cleaner today instead of just the soap and water, and hopefully that gets all the dust off. So when we apply these, we shouldn't have any air bubbles. Just gonna do like a quick, get the spider webs off, and then we'll come back and do an actual with the microfiber. We originally ordered 50% for these front windows, but honestly, I don't think that's gonna be much darker than it currently is with the Ford solar tint that's already on here. So we're gonna put the 20s over here, and then these are gonna be 5. We gotta make sure this is like super clean. Look at that bee. That's the bumblebee.
Newt, newt.
It is the newt newt bird.
Okay.
Fucking wasps, bro. I did Google when I was editing that video, because you're like, damn, wasps suck. Wasps actually do have a part in the ecosystem that's kind of important.
Oh.
Wasps serve as natural pest control and pollinators.
They're about the same. If we do 18, that's like way plenty. Okay, we need to shut this door. Oh, it's still attached though. Little spot there. Never said I was good, I said I was capable.
So I took the uncut cable, we had an extra for the other panel. Took that, plugged that back into the power hub and plugged that directly into the solar panel, and we're still not charging. So the uncut cable should have bypassed anything that I did. So it's either not getting enough sun, which is actually much shadier up here than it is down there, I guess.
Sun's not quite over it yet.
Right, so
Give it some time.
I guess we just wait. Once the uncut cable starts charging the panel, I'll switch it back over to what I cut and then see if that still works.
Hello? There it goes. If you are someone who owns a Cricut and has ever used heat transfer vinyl, where you cut it in reverse, you weed it, and then you stick it on and it sticks, that is literally all tinting is. So if you have a Cricut, you can so do this. Like I promise, that transfer paper situation with the heat transfer vinyl, very, very similar. You want to be around the whole window. You don't want to be like cutting yourself short. Yep. Kind of like cutting wrapping paper, to be honest. Just a little thinner. Bottle with water and like baby soap or like an unscented soap, just like a couple drops. You don't need much, but it's a little bubbly when you shake it up. And then you're gonna clean your windows super good. No dust, no pollen, no whatever. So microfiber is really good for that. This is where that cricket comes back into play, because just like heat transfer vinyl, there is a carrier side and a not carrier side. Check a corner just like heat transfer vinyl and see which side is the sticky side and which side is the not so sticky side. So now normally, I would want the not so sticky side, and then I would cut on the outside of the window and then flip it around and bring it back in here, and then it would be reversed and the size I need. But these windows are a little funky, that the outside of the window is actually like 10 times bigger than the inside of the window because they're built in. So I'm doing this in reverse of what normally would happen, but on my front windows, I did do the outside to inside method. So we're gonna go inside, inside. Honestly, the water is your friend, so just kind of, it does not matter if you get anything wet or soaking wet or whatever. Just helps you stick. You're pretty much just like guess and check. It's like weeding vinyl. You just get your little X-Acto knife, follow the curve of the vehicle, and then piece by piece, don't cut too much, just like chunk it away if you're scared, which it is a little scary. Oopsie, that's not enough, so we're gonna do just a little more. So now that everything is in, this is the correct size, she looks good. We're gonna peel this off because this isn't the sticky stuff. Carefully. There it goes. No ripping, that would be sad. But if you are measuring on the outside of your window, which honestly it's easier if you can, you will need to flip it. But this is our sticky side, so we're good. Get it started at least. All right, so now, hose this thing down, hose it. You want this thing nice and soapy. This is what prevents it from sticking instantly. So, whatever. Then you're also gonna hose this side down, your sticky side, as you peel. I find it easiest to peel like half of it, at least get both top corners off. Give it a good hose. It's okay if you get water everywhere, it'll dry. Okay. Then you're gonna get this stuck up where it belongs, which is up pretty high on this one. It's much less fragile than people make it out to be honest. There it goes, okay. And then you're gonna want this whole thing to be soaking wet. Now's where your tools come in handy. You gotta fit this all in where you cut it. I've got all these handy tools that came in my little kit. The ones I use the most, I would say, are the little guy, which is good for corners, and then big squeegee with the tip, and then this pink one is really hard, so it gets good bubbles out. You're gonna wanna get all the water out. Swoop. And all the bubbles out that you can. Ripping it is honestly like the worst case scenario, but even if that's the case, you just cut a new piece and peel it off and try again. Tinted window. Now how the hell? Where's the... Oh, I think I cut it on the wrong side. That don't make no sense. Oh yeah, it does make sense. Oops. I can't try again.
Here's the sitch. So we need 3 total of the cable pass-throughs.
Yep.
2 for solar, positive, negative. And then we need the power cable for our Starlink.
Okay.
Power bank's gonna be on this side. I need to go up, over,
And down.
and then up onto the roof, and then all the way back to the front.
So probably not that one. You'd have to just pull the cable up there and see. And then if I do this, whoop, it needs to be cut this way.
You have gone mute, so that means you're locked in.
No time for chatting.
Yeah, I definitely would not have the patience for that one.
I'm learning a lot.
That's good for my side.
That's why I did my side first. Well, it's pretty much every bubble.
I would say that's a success.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's like the cottonwood.
I think, yeah, you pushed a piece of cotton into the window, yeah.
It must have flew in after I cleaned it. Well, now that's gonna bother me.
It would bother me too.
Damn it. Do I just try again? Yep. So we need to cut this better, and I trapped some cottonwood fuzzies in the tint. So we're gonna pull her off.
Great news! It wasn't me that messed up.
Woo!
It was just the sun that wasn't here yet. There was like a little bit of sun on the panel, so I figured that it should at least be charging a little bit, but it was the order of the cells. Solar is weird, it has to go like diddle-diddle-diddle, and the top half was basically covered, so it wasn't completing the circuit, so it wasn't outputting anything.
Yay!
So my cables are great. I didn't mess up. We're getting 202 watts of input on a 200 watt panel. I guess I don't know how that makes sense, but we're getting...
It's so sunny that we're getting extra.
We're getting extra input. Kaboosh!
Just chopping cables.
Okay, so now we need to go through there, up onto the roof.
On the roof. Oh, hello.
Okay, so we're doing things kind of out of order because we're going through here for the front panel. So we have to put the cables through first to then get to the back panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cap. Wow.
Putting the cables through so we can get to the front panel. It's my jingle.
It's pretty good.
This one was leaking yesterday, so today we're gonna make sure these aren't leaking and dump some water on them.
Well, we knew it was leaking because we water tested it. We didn't just like leave it overnight and it rained.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's clear.
Okay, dropping.
No water.
Okay.
Clear.
The one that might not work.
No water. The tsunami hit and we're good.
That was a severe weather alert.
Severe weather alert.
I ended up hooking up the 100-watt solar panel. So currently we are charging at 287 watts for our 300-watt rated panels that are currently on the roof. So that's great. We will have to take the 100-watt panel off because we forgot to add the Starlink cable, and that needs to go under the 100-watt. But while we have the 100-watt off, next week we're going to cut the max air fan.
Woo. So until we can do that, we are going to work on some other projects, including starting to map out our flooring plan, that disaster, and tinting some more windows because Amazon just dropped off tint. Solar?
We got solar.
Solar indeed.
We gotta clean that one panel because there's a giant sweat stain on it, but yeah.
Look at all the wattages.
We got solar.